Welcome to KCAL 9 News at 9, and we're streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. I'm Pat Harvey. And tonight, relentless attacks continue as the war in Ukraine enters its second week. Fear of a potential crisis is unfolding at Europe's largest nuclear power plant in Ukraine after Russia rained explosives on the facility. Ukraine's foreign minister is now pleading for a ceasefire. The UN has confirmed the death toll in Ukraine is up to 249, but accepts that number is likely considerably higher. 553 injuries have been reported since Russia's invasion began. And Russian forces have taken Kherson and have surrounded Mariupol while the heavy strikes continue in Kharkiv. Now to a live look at Kyiv, and our CBS News partners on the ground there say Kyiv is unrecognizable from just 1 week ago. KCAL 9 political reporter Tom Waite is here now with the latest. Tom?
Hi, Pat. Well, Russian troops, as you said, did the unthinkable tonight. They fired rockets at a nuclear power plant in eastern Ukraine. It's the largest nuclear plant in Europe. The reactors tonight are safe. Only an administration building burned. No radiation has escaped, but it's just one sign of how Russia is escalating the attack across the entire country. Tonight, these grainy images of fires burning at Ukraine's largest nuclear power plant are drawing concerns from across the world. Ukrainian officials report heavy fighting here as Russians advanced on the plant. You can even see what's reported to be a gun battle. Streaks of light show the exchange of fire. Stunning and horrifying. At this point, there have been no reports the reactors have been compromised. Earlier in the day, ordinary Ukrainians tried to block the road near the plant from approaching Russian soldiers. Videos show smoke billowing from the city of Enerhodar near the nuclear facility and an explosion reportedly from the same area. It was another day of unimaginable suffering here in the northern city of Chernihiv, where Russian missiles slammed into residential neighborhoods. Emergency services say at least 33 people were killed. A dashcam video captured the moment multiple rockets shattered homes on city streets, with the sheer destruction from Russia's bombardment now stretching for miles across several cities. For Ukrainian Americans here in LA, watching this murderous Russian invasion unfold has been unbearable.
It's hard. For 6 days, literally, we don't sleep, we don't eat. We're texting our families and friends, and we just praying that they will respond. Just respond, I am okay.
Tanya Kozak's sister is still in Kyiv, Ukraine's capital.
It's a tragedy what is happening in Ukraine right now. It's heartbreaking. Beautiful, peaceful European country with absolutely beautiful cities. We don't understand why America and European Union, why NATO cannot close the sky. They are bombing our cities from Russia, from territory of Russia and Belarus. They are destroying cities. Our kids are dying everywhere.
While the Ukrainian military has shown incredible resilience, Russian troops have taken control of the port city of Kherson and are closing in fast on Mariupol. But Thursday, President Putin did acknowledge the Russian military is taking casualties and promised $50,000 to the families of fallen Russian soldiers. Ukrainians, meanwhile, showed this on TV, a Russian soldier given tea by locals and breaking down in tears as he's allowed to call his mother. In an effort to find a diplomatic breakthrough today, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky reached out directly to President Vladimir Putin.
I think I have to talk with Putin. The world has to talk with Putin because there are no other ways to stop this war. That's why I have to.
So far, the Russians have not given any signal they are serious about ending the bloodshed, which means more horrific suffering, including for pregnant mothers spending another night taking shelter in the basement of Kyiv's maternity hospital.
We are living in real hell. I could never imagine that something like that can happen in 21st century.
So much pointless death and destruction and stories of loss that should never have come to pass.
I really don't understand how governments are sleeping at night, how they sitting in their quiet houses, peaceful houses, when Ukrainian people, kids are dying.
And another update to that nuclear power plant where the fire is burning at that facility. It was reportedly in that training building, and the reactors are said to be safe, at least for now. And late tonight, Ukraine President Zelensky released a statement reminding the world about what happened at Chernobyl and that Russia had resorted to nuclear terror. Pat, back to you.